Hello man babies, Ruin Johnson here. So today's video we'll be looking at an article on ScreenRant, a fantastic online source of Star Wars news, totally unbiased and not at all trying to shill Disney Lucasfilm for press passes and tickets to Star Wars Celebration, nothing like that. So we'll have a look at their article and Ruin will give you his own considered opinion on what they had to say. I think you'll find this one interesting, man babies. So, this is the article in question, and it's entitled Star Wars 9 finally addresses the original trilogy's dumbest moment, and it's by a chap called Andrew Dice. I'm sure he's a fine chap. So, let's have a look at the dumbest moment in the original trilogy. We have a nice picture of Rey, or heroine, and dumb old Luke and dumb old Anakin on either side of her. Okay, so let's have a look what they have to say. Fans now know that Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker will confirm Luke's legacy in one way or another, but the movie's main villain now looks to be largely Luke's fault, having survived due to the dumbest, in italics, part of the Return of the Jedi's original ending. So, highlighting something extremely dumb about the original trilogy. Let's see what they have to say. We're referring to Emperor Palpatine's return in Star Wars 9, easily one of the most shocking reveals of the new trilogy, but no matter how Emperor Palpatine survived, whether it be in physical form or spiritual, it's not difficult to understand why it went undetected. But once fans realise this massive twist is all based on the original trilogy's most brain-dead ending, they may view the franchise's legacy hero a bit differently. So this is about the original trilogy and Luke and the brain-dead writing of George Lucas. Very interesting. Let's continue. Oh, lots of ads, by the way, ScreenRant. I'm sure you're not trying to create clickbaity articles flooded with ads. No, not at all. Just fine, neutral journalism. So, here we go. Of course, once you stop and consider the events that have just transpired, it's shocking to think that Luke Skywalker could be this dumb. So, ScreenRant, you're calling Luke dumb. I'm on board. Well done. For 35 years now, Star Wars fans have been just as willing to ignore the massive, in capitals, red flags as Luke. So maybe we say Star Wars fans are dumb too. I'm on board, ScreenRant. Good work. The Rise of Skywalker looks to address this ignorance. The fans are also ignorant, obliviousness, and reckless stupidity of Luke. He is recklessly stupid, as are the fans. If we're being honest, the audience too. Possible spoilers ahead. Okay, so just to recap, we have the fans are ignorant and stupid, and also Luke is also dumb as well. Excellent work, ScreenRant. Let's see how you back up these shocking claims. So, just to make sure everyone's on the same page, we are ScreenRant, we're all on the same page. With Luke's thought process in the final scenes of Return of the Jedi, let's break it down. Having embraced and mastered the Force, Luke goes to the forest moon of Endor. Considering the events, let's go over the major revelations that Luke has witnessed in the original trilogy. So thanks for setting it out as though we are all completely dumb, ScreenRant, the idiot's guide. Thank you very much. So basically, you're showing us the pattern. Obi-Wan dies, returns as a Force ghost. Yoda dies, Emperor dies, Father dies, and they all return as a Force ghost. There is a pattern here, obviously. So let's see the argument that ScreenRant makes, because big accusation, Luke's dumb, and the fans are dumb, and the original trilogy and George Lucas all dumb. So, let's see how they make this point. Once you consider Luke witnesses the death of two masters, and then watches them turn to Force ghosts, but somehow not wonder if the same happened to the Emperor the true obliviousness is hard to ignore. So the point that ScreenRant seem to be making is Luke should have realised that if the Emperor died, he could possibly become a Force ghost. Right, and that's interesting logic, and logic obviously not one of my strong points here, but let's see what else they have to say. So here we go. At some point, Luke has to take responsibility for being the only person to see the Emperor die. Okay, we know that. The most likely person to understand his spirit could live on. Interesting. Who knows, maybe the rise of Skywalker refers to Luke's sense of cosmic intelligence as he finally realises this is all his fault. Somehow, we doubt it. Okay, so in a rather long-winded article, I think I can summarise this for you man-babies. So firstly, Luke's dumb, the Star Wars fans are dumb, the original trilogy is dumb, and as a result George Lucas is dumb. And the argument they seem to make is that because Luke has seen some of the Jedi move into the Force Ghost realm, that therefore the Emperor must do the same. And failure to realise that is Luke's biggest flaw. One small problem, ScreenRant. Nowhere in any of the films have any of the Sith moved from human form into Force Ghost. So why would Luke make that connection? In fact, the only reason Darth Vader, Anakin, became a Force Ghost is because he redeemed himself right at the end of his life, and his form as a Force Ghost was Anakin, not Darth Vader. So, thank you, Andrew Dice, for your fantastic article on ScreenRant. It doesn't really matter that it was mostly factually inaccurate, and we can let it slide that, you've insulted Luke and insulted the fans, and you even got a little dig in on George Lucas, but not a problem at all. We are just grateful for you to share your fantastic knowledge of Star Wars, and I'm sure all my loyal man-baby army will be only too keen to give you the glowing feedback on your fantastic article. So, until next time, man-babies, I will see you all later. Goodbye.
I'm on my own, broken and alone. I feel the rain crashing down all around this empty town. I'm searching for the lost and found.